What's up, Taiji Fam? Welcome back to another video with the Taiji Legacy. In today's video, I'm going to give you another muscle up tip, except it's not going to be one tip. There's going to be 3 things. The only 3 things that helped me perfect the muscle up. Alright, let's get into it. So the first one's going to be a diagonal swing, so it's going to be a little jab. As you guys have probably known, a muscle up is different towards a normal pull up, right? So you're going to be jabbing down in front of the bar, creating a more of a C shape, then an up and down or L shape or I shape. Then you're going to be going up and over the bar. Keep that in mind. So there's going to be a diagonal movement, but also another thing that goes into that, still going to be number 1, is going to be controlled swing, all right? So it's going to be controlled movement of the hip. So when you're going into the muscle up, when I was first learning it, I would swing peloton, right? I would swing like this. I would swing like this. I'll get a lot of swing in, and then I would mess up the time to pull up. You don't want to get into that kind of mindset when you're trying to learn the muscle up, yet even trying to perfect the muscle up. So when you're going into a muscle up, I advise you guys to get onto a higher platform that goes into a higher bar, just like this. Alright, so when we're up here, you're going to be jabbing down just ever so slightly. So you're going to be behind the bar, and then you're going to be going a little bit forward. Create just a little bit of swing, like this. And as soon as your body propels back, that's when you have to pull yourself up. So it's going to be like this. So keep everything in mind. There's going to be a diagonal swing, but also a controlled movement in the swing that you put in. Right, so there's not going to be too much swing, and there's not going to be too much kip as well. So it's going to look like this. So it's a little jab, and then pull up, right? Alright, so the second one is going to be creating separation from you and the bar. The amount of separation that you should, I guess, have between you and the bar is about your forearm's length. Hand holding the bar towards your elbow or the tip of your forearm. So from here, when I'm pulling up, there's going to be the diagonal swing. But then when I'm pulling up, and I'm pulling up as high as I can, I'm going to be pulling up from about here. You're not going to be pulling up straight up and down. If you're pulling up straight and up and down, it's going to make the transition of the muscle up a lot harder than it already should be. The movement of the swing already allows you to get into that separation from you and the bar. So when you're coming up here, it's separation. One more time, and it's separation. It's never up and down. It's only when you are strong enough explosively that you'll be able to do the muscle up straight up and down. But for the time being, when you're doing the muscle up, create separation from you and the bar, and it's going to be a lot easier for you to lean over the bar and also turn your wrists and make the transition a lot more fluent. Actually, splitting this up, the last one's going to be the PTL. Now, if you haven't heard me talking about the PTL for all the current past muscle up videos, the PTL is an acronym that I made, and it stands for pull. Alright, so you're pulling as hard as you can, and then you're turning your wrist, and then whilst you're doing that, whilst you're doing both of those movements, the L stands for lean. Alright, so you're pulling up as hard as you can, keeping in mind all the things that we said previously, alright? The diagonal swing, creating separation from you on the bar. Pull up as high as you can, turning your wrist is the most important one when it comes to learning the muscle up and perfect the muscle up and making it a lot easier than at your current strength. Even if you can't handle a clean and perfect muscle up, by doing this it makes it a lot easier than your current strength level. Alright, so you're pulling up as high as you can. At the highest peak of your pull up, that's when you turn your wrist, and then as you're turning your wrist, you're also leaning over the bar. So you would pull up, turn your wrist, lean over, and then push up as you get stronger. But for the most part, it would come out like this. As you're starting out, trying to perfect it, alright, not much people are going to actually notice that you're leaning your chest against the bar, you're resting your chest up against the bar. Alright, so it's gonna be like this. You can rest for just a bit. You don't want to do it, but you can for the time being. As you get stronger, there's going to be no rest, and the muscle up is just going to be one whole movement. So later, as you get stronger, it's going to look like this. So this is what I like to call perfect clean muscle up. There's not going to be much kip, not much swing. Everything is going to be just from your upper body strength, all right? today's a Tuesday, it's supposed to be core day. Tomorrow, Wednesday, is pull day, and that's when we actually go into the explosive training, increasing my explosive strength. If you're trying to learn the muscle up, don't try to learn it every single day. That was the biggest mistake I made when I was trying to learn the muscle up, because I just had that thought process in mind. I really wanted to get that move, but it just backfired. It was counterproductive. Why? Because I really wanted it so bad that it just slashed back at me. Alright, so it was more of a desperate thing that I wanted, because I lost it previously and I wanted to get it back. But I'd advise you guys, I recommend you guys just to try and do it or perfect it about 3 times a week or 5 times a week, and then train your back, your explosive strength, for about twice a week. Alright, so it's gonna be like that. In the long run, you will increase your explosive strength and you will perfect the muscle up, and that's how I perfect the muscle up. It's very simple principles that you should just implement into your training and into your muscle up, I guess, guide or criteria, and then it will just make it a lot easier. Okay. So see you guys in the next one. Stay strong, never give up, make gains. Taiji Fam to the end. The thick and thin, Taiji is always within. Peace out.
Yeah, that's a solid 7 minutes 40.
7, man.
Right. Okay, so BTW guys, we were trying to get this at 3 minutes.
Didn't go as planned when you're spitting knowledge.
When you're spitting straight facts.
Bro, this doesn't open it, man. I gotta open
The
it.
technique, cuz. Alright, that's us.
Taiji Fam.
Till the end.
Until the end.
떠나가지 못한